ever hooked up with someone for clout? And he was like, yes, Tana. And then Zach was like, what? And he was like, just went on this whole thing. Everyone was freaking the fuck out about it. So then I addressed it on Canceled. After that, he tweeted right before his fight. He was like, I need Tana to say Team Bryce or something like that. And then I was on this podcast, Saving Grace in London. I was just making jokes about that and whatever. And then I wake up and he unfollowed me. And I'm like, damn.
Because you said he's looking for some fucking fight promo or some shit.
I don't think I said, I just said something about it. I really don't remember. And
no, I watched I watch your stuff, you know? I watched your podcast
sure
where you talked about it.
Whole 3-hour podcast. He went on BFFs this week and he was like, I was never friends with Tana. We were never friends. Goes on this whole tangent about how we're never friends, but in the same sentence is like, we were clout farming and we grew to be friends. Like, it's like, what he said didn't really make sense to me.
That's not like...
It's not the hookup for me though. Like that was so long ago. That was when we very first met. It's more so like, he was kind of just saying like, every time she was with me, she'd pull out a phone and it was for content. We weren't really friends. And it's like, he was also making TikToks.
Yeah.
I was also in his vlogs.
That's the game.
And also like, yes, that was like 60% of our friendship, but we also just did hella shit as friends together. Like, let's go to a haunted house. It's Halloween. Let's go to Vegas.
You guys went to a haunted house together?
Not just us two, like Josie, like a bunch of, like we would just do shit as a friend group. So it like, to me, I was like, oh, damn, like, okay, not everything was for content for me. I also think you can do shit for clout, but still be friends. Like you and I are also friends.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know. You know?
Yeah. We were like, we see potential here.
Yeah.
Big fucking business
Big
stuff
bags.
going on. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Bryce thinks we were never friends, so I guess we were never friends.
Yeah. I was never friends with Tana. Like I have never like called Tana. I've never
called me a million times.
Every single time I'm in a vicinity and Tana's in the same vicinity, she'll grab her phone out and she'll film me and like hug me and grab me. And I'm just like,
I gave him
my
that
God,
haircut.
girl
That's
needs to stop,
fucking
like,
shit
me.
mullet.
You can see it in
that
like
he
all
had.
of our videos. Like she would always grab me, try to kiss me.
We made
it was
TikToks
like,
hit like on his. Like,
yeah, she's 100% that vibe. Like she's not friends with like all of these people that she makes it look like she's friends with online. She just films them.
Jeff, are we friends?
It's time to improve your writing game with Grammarly Go. Grammarly Go.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. Do we hang out? Or are we just another meet?
Are we not friends? Is this what I'm realizing? Just no one I've ever met through social media is actually my friend. And I'm just going to go so cold and move to Nebraska.
I don't know. You tell me. Are we just another Tana and Bryce? Is that where we're going to end up down the road?
I wonder.
Bryce, do we have you on the line here? Are you here? Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. We have Tana here, your friend.
No, we're not friends, apparently. Did you mean that?
I would say there's a difference between like friends and like co-workers.
I agree with that, Bryce, but what about like a poker night? What about like Vegas? What about like Josie, Josh, friendship night?
Yeah, I heard you guys went to a pumpkin patch together?
What about a Santa Monica
a haunted house
bungalow? What about...
These are like content things.
When you and I were gambling in Vegas last, we weren't filming. We were just shooting the shit. You were telling me about your hookups.
That's a setting where we're both drinking, and a lot of people are
so
like,
the second
drinking.
you get a sip of alcohol, we're not friends?
At certain points, like, yeah, we would get along, but I wouldn't consider you a friend. It came across like way more aggressive than it was. Like I meant it.
Is
to
it because
be,
you guys hooked up? Because I see that when I've hooked up with people in the past, it gets a little awkward, and it's like, oh, that's like a girl that I've fooled around with.
I was explaining to Jeff that hookup instance was so long ago, and I felt like after we squashed our beef, we developed a friendship. I was honestly hurt to see you say that you felt like we were never friends.
I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings.
Thanks, Bryce.
I didn't mean it like so aggressively. I was.
And you're like, Tana never calls me. Like, we've talked on the phone. We have conversations where we talk shit about
Tana. We've had like 3 conversations on the phone.
That's so cap. And I feel like you and I have also talked shit about people. You tell me people's secrets. You tell me your secrets. I've told you my secrets. Like,
yeah, you guys know each other's secrets. What did you guys do? Did you guys do something weird sexually? Was there
no? That's all been aired out.
Let's get into that.
So look, there's like a
and like Bryce, you vlogged with me. You've made TikToks with me. Like. To act like it was like Tana puts out a phone and like makes me uncomfortable is like what you were saying, and like that every time
the touching at certain points when you're like really drunk and then like I'm not drunk and then you do like
every
your
single
little,
time,
ass and shit.
Every single one of the last times I saw you were like, should we fuck again? Like you make jokes that are just the same.
Okay, that's just not true.
It was at the all white fanfics party and I rode there with you and Josh. Okay,
but that's the last time we saw each other and you consider us friends.
Okay, I've seen you since then, Bryce. But still, you've made and done similar things that you're insinuating that I've done. 1 and 2, like every time
I match the same energy.
Okay, so then why are you acting like it's an energy that you're so unfamiliar with? And so beyond that, Bryce, every single time I've ever made a TikTok with you, you and I stood there and watched it back, and you laughed, or you were like, "That's fire, that's fine, post that."
So when you're uncomfortable, you don't like kind of like laugh and be like, ah, yeah, no, that's cool.
No, you've been like, that's a fire TikTok. That's funny. Post that. Do that. Stir this pot. Do this drama.
Bro, I feel like I'm on impulsive right now with the Paul brothers fighting.
Hit that subscribe button.
You guys got history together. You've been through so much.
I
we've both been in the industry for a very long time, and again, Tana, I didn't mean for it to come across like super aggressive, but it was like, my point was, I said the thing on Zach Sang show, and I do apologize that sounded
that's
terrible,
fine.
that I fucked your thought.
That's fine, and you and I like made jokes about that. I thought we were fine, and then
But then you went on that girl's podcast, I don't know her name,
Great.
and you said something about like how my fight needed views, so it's like Tana saying blah blah blah, whatever.
To be
Tana,
fair,
Team Bryce on God.
I've always thought that you could kind of take what you dish out. And if you're going to say that you fucked me for clout, obviously I understand that got blown way out of proportion. You probably didn't mean it like that, but that's also like a tough joke, a tough dig. I would assume you can take back what you can dish out, and not that you're going to be so mad that I said that on Grace's podcast.
I didn't. I wasn't mad. I was more mad at what she said.
You weren't mad? Okay.
That she was saying that I make people sign NDAs, which is fully farthest from the truth. I've never made a woman sign an NDA after we hooked up.
I don't know about any of that. I mean, if you truly feel like we were never friends, dude, that's your journey. I thought we were friends.
I apologize if you.
You don't have to apologize.
What do you consider a friend? What do you consider a friend?
Someone I hang out with, someone I laugh with, someone we both supported each other's shit, like Blackout and Dizzy.
Friend,
like, if I see you, we have fun. Like, I'm not like, yes, I have
drinks are involved. I have fun. I have fun by myself when I'm drinking.
We hung out when I was on 75 hard.
I think it's
we
just
had fun when you were sober.
it's just the history. Once you guys hook up, it makes things weird. With guys and
I don't
girls.
think that's anything to do with this.
No,
I would say
that's far from it. It was nothing about the hooking up. I think it was just like we were saying what we felt online, and I apologize if it came off super aggressive. But I don't have many friends in the industry at all. Like, so I wouldn't consider a lot of people that I film with as my friends. I would say like, okay, we are mutuals, or we film together. Give
us an example of a girl friend of yours, like another girl that's in the industry that you consider a friend.
I would say Mads is a friend. Like Mads Lewis is my friend. Like, we talk.
Somebody that I would know of. Somebody older, I guess.
It'd be me, but apparently we've never been friends. So
I guess like that's tough. We're in a tough business with a lot of cutthroat people. Everybody's out for themselves in this business. I think friendships in this business are really important, and
well, I
value all my relationships.
That's why I keep like a very small circle. Like a very small circle that I would consider like my friends.
Same, my best friends, but I'm also
friendly
friends with
everybody.
Like, what was your thought process when you came up with Team Bryce on God, or whatever you said?
I went to his fight as a friend with Josie, where we were both sober, and we were, in my opinion, friends that day in that room before you went to the press conference. We were friends.
Because you guys both have showed support for each other in the past. You showed up to the Dizzy thing. You said that thing. I'm Team Bryce on God, getting everybody's
And Bryce,
support.
I sincerely I think the reason why it hurt my feelings is because you did have a friend in me. Like, if you called me and you needed something, if you did something to support, I just watched your fight. I was like, good on Bryce. Like,
hell yeah, we fucking.
But you've established the line of what you think our interactions are, so I'll take it for what it is.
Tana, I consider you a mutual, and I think you consider me the same way. We were never like tight. We've never talked about our problems. We've never done anything that real friends do besides like, okay, we saw each other drunk at a few events.
I disagree, but we are mutuals from this point forward.
I think you guys are gonna fuck again.
No. No. All right, mutual. Thanks for calling in, mutual.
Thanks for doing.
I can't wait to hear what you said on BFFs, mutual.
To be honest, it was nice. It was just what I'm saying here, mutual.
Yeah, I tried to get her to talk shit before, but she only had nice shit to say.
I'm not in my you're fighting and I'm on tour and we're both working on our own shit. I'm not really in a needing more drama era. So this is drama.
Same. That's the same boat I'm in.
Congratulations, mutual.
I'm glad we're all mutuals now. Am I mutual? Am I involved in
We're
this?
mutuals for
Are
sure.
we cool? I think this went well. I think it helped.
I do think it helped.
I do think. Look. I think communication is key. And when people get into this shit, they don't want to talk at all. They want to avoid that. But look, you guys were put in a situation where you had to communicate, and I think you got a little. Like, he's not going to continue going on podcasts and talking about you, and I don't think you will do the same. Well, no, you will probably have this situation.
I would just like to leave it at what it is. That's why I did BFFs, because I feel like I would just.
That's a nail in the coffin. And then you come through Jeff FM, and then he's here. You know what Dave Portnoy would do to have this interaction right here? He's probably fucking like, damn it. He's probably yelling at his employees right now. Why don't you fucking think of getting Bryce in it? It is. You know? You did a great missed
job,
out, Dave. You're getting out of touch.
You know the game.
Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you say all that when Jake and Logan fought?
Because they don't let me talk on that
guys,
show.
I'm gonna go take some photos and shit.
All right, fucking hell yeah, Bryce. Thank you. The episode of the Barbershop comes out tomorrow.